Well, if you'd have asked me 2 years ago that I would be at war, I would have laughed at you. We're at war with the councils. They have made our lives horrendous during a pandemic. They have treated us absolutely appallingly. They have taken the chance of this pandemic to stop our freedoms, to prohibit us moving around and prohibit us having a voice. In Tower Hamlets, we started this process before the pandemic. There were no equality assessments made. There was no chance of giving them any local knowledge. They simply wouldn't listen. It was all desktop planning. It was off the shelf from Waltham Forest. It was probably, we think, actually agreed in a drunken session in a pub in Waltham Forest.
How did you know?
There was no impact on special educational needs children, their buses, their transport, the vulnerable, the poor were not assessed, and statistics have constantly, as you all know, been completely manipulated to their own purposes and are frankly lies. Emergency vehicles and freedom of information requests have shown that the emergency services are not happy, but however, unfortunately in London, the heads of the emergency services are predominantly ex-TfL executives, so you can figure that one out. So what have we had? In Tower Hamlets, I live around Columbia Road where I was born. My family had been in Tower Hamlets as it became for 400 years, guys, so I'm not an incomer, right? We've had increase in antisocial behaviour, drugs, car snatching, cars kicking in, windscreen smashed, robberies, home robberies, everything. We have got so much drug dealing on our little Jesus Green that people actually cannot let their kids go and play there. It is absolutely unbelievable. And talking about the 52% majority of this country, women, they have not been considered at all. These streets are a nightmare, They're quiet, they're dangerous, they've got the kids on the bikes, they come up, they just absolutely rip through you. It's just absolutely appalling. And why is this? Because we have got unqualified councillors running the show. We have got people who have got no experience whatsoever in urban road planning running a bloody project. Right, I'm bloody angry, I'm really bloody angry, so should you be. Right, so one of our calmer, kinder neighbours managed to get Biggs and Tomlinson, who are the two architects, Mayor Biggs and Councillor Tomlinson, round to our area to show them what they've done and to ask them how they think things could be improved. And one of the comments somebody said to John Biggs was, ambulance couldn't get through here, could it? And he looked around and went, I guess it could mount the pavement. Oh! He said, I guess it could mount the pavement. So what's happening is these councillors and councils, and indeed government, are catering to a group of people that are new to our areas. Okay, the London Cycling Lobby has spent 20 years getting into positions of power with these people, and it need not have been like this. Had Labour worked with us, had actually sat down with us and planned, as we did ask at the very beginning, it would have been different. They should have had citizens' panels. They should have asked us, who know our areas, what to do. Now, I won't go on for too long. It won't surprise you to know that I've been thrown out of the Labour Party. And the reason for that was, I spoke to Sean Bailey and was videoed, spoke to him about the absolute disgrace that Tower Hamlets is. I didn't say I supported him. I got thrown out because apparently I support the Tory party, but do you know what? I don't want to belong to that club. I really don't. In the East End, we've all come together from all over the world for very many generations, and generally, if the feeling has been, I think, if you don't piss on my patch, I won't piss on yours, and we'll all rub along together. Would you say that was fair? So what we've got now are a group of people who only want their patch. They want us to live like their patch, and basically it's destroying us, and we have to stop it. So what do I think the way forward is? Lobbying, writing, demonstrations like this. We are possibly going to have to start blocking off roads. I don't know, we have to really think about this together. What they should have done was actually improved and cheapened public transport first, then thought about what to do afterwards. And we need a London-wide plan. In the very small city of Barcelona, they are wanting to make it car-free at the centre. How long are they spending on it? 10 years. They're talking to people, they're getting citizens' panels, they're talking to the people that know their streets. So what are we going to do? We have to probably hold our noses in May 2022 and find out who in their manifestos will agree to rip up these ridiculous schemes and vote them out. That is the only really efficient way.